Main priorities this year: we need to maintain competitive pay scale. What's your division? We need to maintain class sizes below the standards of quality to make sure we have good success of our students. Our next priority was projecting the market increases in rate of operation costs in order to maintain facilities and a transportation fleet. And then our fourth objective or priority is to build programs that provide opportunities for all students to complete their school year ready for the next grade level. 76% of our budget is focused on instruction, 9% goes into operations and maintenance, 8% goes into people transportation, and 7% is administration and health. Since 2009, 2010, we have a net deficit of 81.5 positions in the school division. So it's important, I think, people understand it, that we have cut positions trying to be good fiscal agents of the money. We've got 81.5 positions net loss. If we look at the ratio for a 24-to-1 class size based on standards of accreditation, this would only account for a loss of 28 instructional positions rather than a loss of 81.5 positions. So even though we've lost those students, it should only equate it to about 28 people. We have reduced our staff based off of that, but we also had a major reduction in staff based off the funding from the state and how that's impacted the education we give our students. Our salary is $390,000. In local funds, we need to request from the county. So for a 7% pay raise this year, it cost us, from the county, it's about $2.7 million to do. We have to find $2.7 million to do a 7% pay increase. That money is not coming from the state, that is all local dollars. Revenue of $31,152,220, and state sales tax of $6,163,000. We are going to request an additional $2,500,000 from the Board of Supervisors. Has a 7% increase in substitute pay tables. Has an additional 1% for bus drivers, so it's a 7% plus additional 1 for bus drivers. Puts custodial staff on the grounds pay table, and also child nutrition is going to have an average increase of about $240,000, an additional in the fuel line. We're adding an additional $350,000 for utilities. We're going to increase the employer contribution to health insurance of 10%, but there'll be no employee. The budget, $63,258,219. Adult programs a negative $77,306. CARES a negative $955,211. For a total school operating budget of $63,971,701. 73 for total expenditures of $63,971,701. And our total revenue also of $63 million. There are programs and positions we would like to include in our budget, but due to funding constraints, we can't include them in this year's budget. However, we do believe this budget meets the overall needs of our school division.